Hello, this is a very impromptu gut reactions, completely unplanned, not scheduled. So I've got no one watching it whatsoever, but I'm just so emotionally moved by the memoir of Richard E. Grant, A Pocket Full of Happiness, which arrived at my door today. I'm a big fan of Mr. Grant. I've followed his career since With Nail and I. I'm one of the people who saw that film at the cinema on its original release in the UK. And I also bought his earlier biography, which I think came out in the, I want to say, mid-90s, which was called With Nails, which I have in the shed with all my other books that I don't have room for. I really do need to dig that out and read it again. But I've read a few biographies, and Grant's With Nails was always the one I enjoyed the most. It was very genuine, forthright, incredibly funny and witty. And I just thought, God, this would be the best person to have around for dinner, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's not perhaps known to the public at large that Richard was married to one woman for all of his life. And that lady was originally his voice coach. Joan was her name, and unfortunately she passed away not that long ago with cancer. What Richard's decided to do is publish his diaries from that time period when he was nursing her, I guess, or caring for her with his daughter, and juxtaposed that with the narrative of various flashbacks of different points in his career, which act as natural segues to the emotive topic being discussed. I've got to tell you that this is one of the most genuine, heartfelt pieces of writing I've ever read. And my heart really goes out to you, Richard. I've lost quite a few people myself. I've also done a movie about loss, which no one's seen, which was my way of coping with it. So I completely understand the need for Richard to write this book and have his own cathartic way of dealing with the loss of his wife. It's just an incredible book. It's probably the greatest love story that you've never read. And so obviously I'm wholeheartedly recommending it. You should absolutely buy it. If you're a fan of a love story and you haven't even seen Richard in anything, which I severely doubt, but if you're a fan of a love story, this is the story of one of the greatest love stories in the history, certainly in the movie industry history, and indeed in history. So I wholeheartedly recommend this book. I've already read half of it. It arrived this morning. I had some meetings in town. I took it on the tube with me, and I just couldn't stop reading it. I nearly missed my stops several times, and I just couldn't wait to get back on the tube and keep reading it. So I'm halfway through already. I think I'll be done by tomorrow evening. Richard, my heart really goes out to you. I hope you see this message. Thank you for writing such a profound book. I've actually found it quite helpful with some of the things I'm dealing with myself at the moment. And yeah, thank you for sharing this deeply intimate, personal story. And even though I never met your lovely wife, I feel like I know her through your words, and through your words, her memories of who she was will live long, and many more people will get to know the wonderful person that she was. And I think that's probably all I want to say. I don't want to labor the point. Thank you so much for writing such a wonderful book. I heartily recommend it. It's available on offer on Amazon right now for only £10. So I highly recommend you purchase it. I will stick the link in the bottom. I forgot to do that already. And Richard, mate, if I can ever buy you a pint, I know you don't drink, do you? But if I can cook you dinner, let me know. I'd love to do that one day. All right. Thanks very much. Buy A Pocket Full of Happiness. It really is something quite special.